This vlog comes under category Respecting Nature and Environment and subcategory Environmental Education under 8-point Education. Scattered group of volunteers patrolled the Versova beach in Mumbai. Some were sleeping now while others were on guard duty. The treasure that all of them sought to protect lay sheltered in small rock clusters in tiny nests on the southern side of the beach. There were several hundreds of olive ridley turtle eggs. The men there were protecting the eggs from wild dogs and birds of prey and guarding them till they hatched. At least 80 turtles made their way back to the Arabian Sea. But the Versova beach was not always so full of life and creation. In fact, as recently as 2016, it is one of the most polluted beaches of the city, which is already infamous for its damage to the environment. It all started with one man, Afroz Shah, a lawyer by profession, and his decision to try to change this terrible situation in front of him through his own efforts and instead of just sitting by and complaining to no avail. At first, it was truly a mountain of obstacle in front of a mere mortal, as several tons of decomposing metal and plastic were littered all over the beach, which kept on increasing day by day. He and his 84-year-old neighbor Harbans Mathur started on a fine day to pick up the garbage by their own bare hands, and for the first 6 to 8 weeks it was just like that. But then a couple of people asked them out of the blue to join in the effort. From there, thanks on to social media, especially WhatsApp, they were successful in spreading the word around like wildfire in no time. Over 100,000 people, all volunteers, joined in the effort to clean the beach together. In an effort so coordinated and effective that even our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji had commended them on his radio show. For more than 2 years, Afroz has been leading volunteers in manually picking up rubbish from the Versova beach and teaching sustainable waste practices to villagers living in slums along the coastlines and the creeks leading into it. India is the world's fourth largest emitter of greenhouse gases. But in terms of cumulative emissions, it has imparted marginal harm. According to a data compiled by the Global Carbon Project, a research organization, around half of the CO2 emissions since the 1750 have come from Europe and the US. Their prosperity, driven mostly by unregulated industrialization, has made them better equipped to adapt to climate change while inflicting collateral damage on poorer nations. The latest accord, the 2015 Paris Agreement, takes a novel approach. The 197 signatory countries have promised to limit the global temperature increase to just 1.5 degrees Celsius over pre-industrialization levels, but each country has set its own targets. India, for instance, has promised to cut its emissions intensity by 33% to 35% by 2030 as compared to the 2005 levels. However, analysis by Climate Action Tracker, a research unit tracking climate change policy, reveals that a few countries have committed enough to actually meet the Paris target. India's policies are on track to help limit global average temperature rise to 2 degrees Celsius, but many countries are failing to meet this target. And at the other extreme, the second largest contributor to worldwide emissions, the US, has pulled out of the agreement themselves. But the world can no longer sustain damage at this rate and for so long. The global temperatures are rising and the weather is becoming increasingly erratic and harsh. As wildfires rage from Australia to California, it is a symbol of the burning earth itself. On 19th September, the metronome in NY City, which displays a gigantic digital clock that earlier used to display plain and simple time, changed to displaying a measurement presented by two artists, Gan Golan and Andrew Boyd, a critical window for action to prevent the effects of global warming from becoming irreversible. The clock was first a handheld one which was gifted from one of the artists to Greta Thunberg, the superstar teenage activist from Sweden. Before her appearances last year in the United Nations Climate Action Summit, and much like the young warrior fighting for the Goliaths of her own, the clock is a constant reminder of the sheer urgency of this matter. It forces us to come in terms of the fact that we are almost out of time. If the whole of humanity does not come together to start to act right now in a positive, constructive, and a rapid manner, then the effects of climate change can very well become irreversible, and humanity could be destroyed as well. So, the clock at New York City, which is one of the most diverse and big cities in the world, might be the final push that was needed to force everyone to take a step back. And people did take one. The discussions for effective climate change strategies are ever increasing and getting more intense. Government and MNCs are becoming more environmentally positive and trying to go green. The people are also stepping up the challenge and helping out cleaning the waste as well as switching to more sustainable products. If you like how the Common Dove app is helping the youth to connect with social issues and social activism, make sure to download the app now. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe.